Takeover Insights, the podcast by and with Judith Geis. Are you and your company affected by a takeover? Then you have come to the right place. Judith Geis is the expert on American takeovers in the German-speaking region. She shares valuable tips and tricks with you and shows you how to leverage this change for yourself and your company. This podcast is also for you if you want to take over a company in a German-speaking region. It's time to take the chance. Relationship building, laying the foundation for the integration process. The assessment will reveal you need information from your parent company to master the integration process. Even in cases where a calm sets in right after the takeover, my advice to start personal coordination efforts will often be met with pushback. We have enough to do right now, is the standard parry. Why don't we just let sleeping dogs lie? We prefer to wait until our new colleagues in the US approach us and let us know what they need. I've seen this stance taken time and time, and it comes with consequences many are unaware of. By taking this stance, you become a subordinate and you fail to create a meeting of partners at eye level. But if you invest the time to build relationships, you will lay the foundation for mutual trust. This foundation is the only foundation conducive to building things together. Ask for requirements and policies, because changes and requirements will come regardless of what you do. You should use the time in the interim. If you haven't already done so, now's the time to ask for the requirements and guidelines you will need to put in place in the future. Perform an immediate internal review whether the existing resources and those budgeted for during the assessment will suffice for the steps you need to take. This is how you work your way into the changes to come bit by bit. The requirements will bring clarity about what's expected of you and your employees. If you can, speak with and gather information from other German subsidiaries. No language barriers exist here. Your colleagues at other subsidiaries have already been through what you are about to go through and understand your situation. You know a thing or two about how to avoid mistakes. Use proven solutions instead of trying to develop new ones yourself. Guarantee your own room for maneuvering. If you withdraw and fail to take action as early as possible, you will surrender the field to the parent company. At first, this may seem like a relief, say because the parent company has more human resources than you do. In the future, however, some issues will fall to your company, uncomfortably or awkwardly. One example is how to communicate the takeover to your stakeholders. It's nice to have an internal public relations department to handle the media. But in future public relations work, the discussion is not with you, but about you. Communication is from the parent company's perspective. But the media relevant to you wants to hear your views, and those views will find a place in company-wide communication efforts only if you make an effort to make them known. Think too of your customers and suppliers. I know of cases where they receive little more than a sudden letter from the parent company informing them that their old contact person is being replaced by an English language hotline. You can imagine what effect this kind of communication has. Here too, it can make sense to coordinate with the other subsidiaries. They can provide you with the letters they use to inform their customers and suppliers of the takeover. Or they will be able to tell you what the greatest challenges were in dealing with customers and suppliers after the takeover, or how working with the parent company went. Do not expect the parent company to approach you about such issues. Position yourself. Master your daily work during the integration into an American parent company with the blueprint of a takeover. The book supports you with a clear system, many practical examples and tips. Learn more at www.thebridge-online.com. For sure, you will find also the link in the show notes.